Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our annual Senior Awards. Tonight we will start this evening with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please place your right hand over your heart. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. To start off our evening, Ms. Dillman will present some of the awards.
Good evening and welcome to the 2020 Arcadia High School Senior Awards Ceremony. I'm Angie Dillman, the principal. I just gave myself a promotion. I'm the principal of Arcadia High School. While our current situation is new, one thing that carries on is the tremendous achievement of our students. Tonight, we honor the ongoing tradition of excellence in character, academics, athletics, the arts, and more. Another tradition is the generosity of our community and supporters who have endowed the scholarships and awards presented this evening. A sincere thanks goes out to the many organizations and individuals who recognize and honor our seniors, as well as the school board and staff who have looked after our students throughout their journey in Arcadia Unified School District. I would also like to thank Mr. Finn, Ms. Wona, Mr. Sunez, and his APN students, current and former, who have made this virtual ceremony a reality. Congratulations to all the seniors honored here this evening, and now I would like to present the first award. The National Merit Scholarship Program begins in October of a student's junior year. Over 1.5 million juniors in approximately 21,000 high schools took the PSAT NMSQT, which served as an initial screen of the program entrance. Last fall, only 16,000 students were named semifinalists, and these students had the opportunity to continue in the competition to the finalist level. By the conclusion of the 2020 National Merit Scholarship Program, about 7,600 finalists will have earned the Merit Scholar title and received a total of over $30 million in college scholarships. Arcadia High School's $2,500 National Merit Scholarship recipient is Andre Young. Congratulations, Andre. Next, Dr. Tung.
The Digital Communications Internship Program is under the direction of Ryan Ferran, Chief Communications Officer for Arcadia Unified School District. The mission of DCI is to help showcase and communicate the great work our students and staff are doing with our community and the world at large. The interns are essentially news reporters that cover the high school and all AUSD schools through digital communications. They attend lots of events, performances, and athletic games working as journalists. This past year, they've covered more than 150 events, written dozens of articles, produced podcasts, videos, and much more. This year's DCI graduating class is heading to UC Riverside, Rice, Stanford, Yale, USC, and Claremont McKenna. The 7 seniors being honored with the DCI Program Award are Brandon Chen, Miranda Chen, Sandy Kine, Jeffrey Lee, Jasmine Oyang, George Wynn, and Jarrett Yip. 2 of these seniors are the first in the history of the program to complete all 4 of their high school years in DCI. That's 8 consecutive semesters. A special shout out to Jared Yip and Sandy Kine for this remarkable feat. Thank you and congratulations to the DCI's 7 sensational seniors in the class of 2020. Up next, we have Dr. Bhakta.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us this evening virtually. I will be presenting the awards for English. This year's outstanding senior in a college prep English class goes to Maya Pell. One teacher said it best when he stated that Maya is a student we all hope to get. Eager, thoughtful, inquisitive, and above all, humble. Maya is a wonderful person who works incredibly hard. It is rare that a person so young has a passion for learning that is such an essential part of her identity. Congratulations, Maya. This year's outstanding senior in AP English is Leah Wang Tomic. A talented writer and thinker, Leah is the kind of student who has an acute awareness of self, others, and the world around her, all of which inform her incredible contributions to class discussions. One teacher stated that she is blown away at Leah's ability to delve into the layers with enthusiasm and genuine intrigue. She is what we want in an AP student: driven, well-read, insightful, cultured, genuine, wise beyond her years, and appreciative. Congratulations, Leah. The English department annually grants the Jean Rowe Award to a student who is interested in pursuing a career in education. Our recipient this year is Emily Rivera. Emily reads and writes for fun and plans to major in English so that she may one day teach it. Her English teachers agree that she holds incredible potential to excel in our field and that they look forward to one day calling her a colleague. Congratulations. This year, 2 students are recognized as recipients for their outstanding work in their ELD class. The first recipient is Jenny Huang. Jenny enrolled in Arcadia Unified in September 2014. She was in 7th grade, speaking very little English. Jenny has always been hardworking, self-driven, and motivated to do her best. She stayed in the Arcadia Unified ELD program throughout the years and has received excellent grades in her mainstream classes. One of her teachers stated she was impressed that Jenny was willing to step out of her comfort zone and speak to her classmates in English. In the mainstream English classes, Jenny earned top grades and was the go-to student for a correct answer during class discussions. We are so proud of Jenny, and she is truly deserving of this award. And the second recipient is Joy Wang. Joy came to Arcadia Unified School District in the 10th grade. She spoke some English and was placed in our intermediate ELD class. Joy's work ethic and motivation were so apparent that her English teacher moved her to Sedai English the following year. Joy is becoming a fluent English speaker and writer. She does not only speak English and Mandarin, but it is also taking Japanese. Her Japanese teacher stated that she is mature, responsible, honest, diligent, and polite. She is a socially responsible individual who works well with her peers. Joy also has other hobbies that she pursues, which are piano and singing. She will pursue design in college, and we will wish her the best of luck. She is truly deserving of this award. And next up, we have Mr. Finn.
The Library Media Center Award. Every year, the library honors one senior who stands out as the outstanding library volunteer. Ms. Ogle has stated, "I have never had a student like this year's award recipient, Isabella Lopez. She is positive and kind. She asks questions and seeks responsibility. She does not wait for direction. Instead, she hops up, grabs a cart, and starts shelving books, tidying counters, and pushing in chairs. Also, she reads. She reads constantly and passionately and can't wait to tell me about the drama in her next teen romance novel. When boxes of new books arrive, I can't tell if she's more excited about getting to help process them or read them. I can always count on her to do a great job with a big smile. She is every librarian's dream, and she will be dearly missed. I am honored to recognize her with this award. Congratulations, Isabella." Next up will be Mr. Kerney.
All right, I'm here to present Musician of the Year Award. The recipient of the Musician of the Year Award goes to Martina Chin. Martina is one of the hardest working students you will ever meet. Ever since her freshman year, she has strived to be the best version of herself that she could be. A self-reflective person, Martina was constantly asking for advice on how she can improve and actually apply it. Martina is a naturally reserved individual. But over the years, she has developed her leadership skills as section leader for several semesters throughout high school and as concertmaster this year. She's a talented violinist and composer who shares her skills with others. She tutors students weekly at school through Tri-M Music Honor Society and at First Ave Middle School. She's composed pieces and performed at Music Make Miracles charity recitals. She performed community service performance gigs at hospitals and convalescent homes and volunteered as an associate instructor through Crescendo Young Musician Guild. Martina exemplifies what it means to enrich the lives of others through music and is fully deserving of this award as Arcadia High School Musician of the Year. Congratulations. Now up, Dr. Tung.
All right, I'm back again with a Science Department Award. As a sophomore, this student was among the top performing students in all of Mrs. Minster's AP Chemistry classes. He placed top 20 regionally in the American Chemistry Society's Chemistry Olympiad competition for 2 years. He has been a member of the Science Olympiad team for 3 years, a member of the Ocean Sciences Bowl team for 4 years, and a chemistry and biology expert of the Science Bowl team for 4 years, serving as the team captain for 3 years. To quote, "I highly recommend Kenneth Bryant as the Chemistry Award recipient from Mrs. Minster." Congratulations, Kenneth. And here we have again Mr. Finn.
These awards are for the Social Science Department. In U.S. history, there were no students as passionate and thoughtful as this student. The energy she would bring to class discussions revealed not only the passion she brought to the conversation, but also the depth of her analysis on complicated social issues. Similarly, she threw herself into her historical research paper last year, delving into the topic of interracial marriage, the landmark cases, and the lives of Mildred and Richard Loving. More than any other student, she wrestled with her paper, diving deeply into the research and working tirelessly to craft a nuanced and complex historical argument that focused on the people behind the legal labels. And that, more than anything, reveals the source of her passion, bringing the focus on people, especially the marginalized, and humanizing them by focusing on their personal stories. The work she did on this paper and in the class in general was truly remarkable and is a sign of the phenomenal future in social science that she has ahead of her. Congratulations, Teresa Gardner, as a Social Science Department's recipient for excellence in historical analysis. Now the Senior Award for Law. From Mr. Mike Pasqua, after a 5-year absence, both the civil law and criminal law courses returned to the Arcadia High curriculum. The response for both courses has been positive, with numerous students demonstrating both critical thinking skills and the ability to apply legal concepts to the facts of a case. There were numerous worthy seniors this year, but one individual really stood out above the rest. Not only was his ability to analyze a case and apply the law solid, but he was able to explore and expand in a way that took it to the next level. He would reach out to me to pose counter arguments in such a way that I had to concede that his point was not only legally sound, but also showed depth of knowledge beyond high school. So it is my pleasure to award the 2020 Senior Award for Law to Robert Spencer Chung. I'm giving you a copy of Win Your Case by Jerry Spence. Spence is one of the greatest trial lawyers in America today and is known for never having lost a criminal case. I'm hoping that you can use this book in the fall when you go up against college professors. Congratulations. Next up, Carol Bradley for the Visual Arts Department.
Sonia Nalapurea is always upbeat and welcomes a challenge. Sonia flourished in AP Art History and is devoted to pursuing her own expression, mainly through drawing and painting. Sonia has a keen eye for proportion, light, and shade. The extreme realism in her portraits seems to lift her rendered subjects off the paper. Her mural design, a big red dragon and blue waterfall separated by a setting sun, has awed us since last fall. Sonia and her crew, with planning and talent, finished painting this complex 20-foot mural 2 weeks ahead of schedule. Sonia has the potential to transform the severity of cities and to bring life to drab city walls with her murals. I am pleased and proud to present her this Senior Award in Art. Haley Bhavini creates places, people, and things entirely from her imagination. Her skillfully drawn inhabitants seem to move realistically in an environment that is so believable we think we are seeing a story unfold. In fact, Haley is a storyteller. Sometimes her characters take center stage, sometimes they are part of a cityscape. The characters that Haley develops have names, friends, and evolve in plots that she depicts in pen and ink with paint and digitally on a computer. Haley has the potential to entertain us with worlds we have yet to see. I am pleased and proud to present her this Senior Award in Art. Olivia Chen invents products to respond to the practical needs for people of all ages. Her work is the result of many hours of market research and many hours of brainstorming design options. Olivia renders her promising futuristic products from different viewpoints, thus enhancing their viability. Some of her ideas include a smart drone that delivers water to fight forest fires, a piggy bank that helps young people budget their money, and an emergency loudspeaker that entrapped earthquake victims can use to sound for help. Olivia's product designs have the potential to improve our lives, particularly here in California. I am pleased and proud to present her this Senior Award in Art.
For the World Languages Department. For outstanding performance in a world language, the department would like to recognize the following seniors. The recipients are, for Chinese language, Sydney Chang. For French, Alessandra Cicero. For Japanese, Margaret Jha. And for Spanish, Afreen Udin, Jenny Namkung, and Alyssa Rave. Up next, we have Miss Liu.
The Baldwin-Stalker PTA Scholarship Committee had the pleasure of reviewing many strong applications this year. We appreciate the recognition you've given to your past teachers and encouraged us with your stories of how they benefited your social-emotional growth. Your class submitted applications that highlighted attributes of resilience, entrepreneurship, perseverance, and compassion. The 3 chosen winners this year differentiated themselves in their essays with thoughtful examples of how their relationships and opportunities at Baldwin-Stalker fostered their development as capable, confident, conscientious, and caring leaders. Our first award goes to Olivia Chen. Olivia's essays gave several of our readers goosebumps and elicited more than a few tears. Olivia, thank you for sharing with us some beautiful sentiments and being vulnerable with your thoughts. You were brave in your expression of raw emotion, and your maturity is evident in how you relate to us the difference that Mrs. Shigemasa has made in your life. In the brief interlude we had between recipient of applications and preparing this speech, we have not yet shared with her your essay. Certainly, we want to facilitate the giving of this incredible gift to her. Your kind, thoughtful, and genuine words convey the essence of what this award is meant to encourage. When there is a real and meaningful connection between a teacher and a student, the most important lessons are not taught by any specific assignment, but by a relationship that brings out the best in both the recipient and the giver. We hope you continue to discover and develop these sustaining relationships in your creative pursuits. Our second award goes to this ambitious young gentleman who started his love for STEM subjects at Baldwin-Stalker. Daniel O. Humbly acknowledge the contributions of Mr. Chu, Mrs. Lee, Mrs. Shigemasa, Mrs. Zeidberg, Miss Tran, Miss Denoto, Miss Grum, Mrs. Margaret Barrows, and the late Mr. Tim Barrows in helping him find and develop his passion for science and service. Years later, Daniel has taken the initiative to give back to our current student as an alum. Daniel, we appreciate your spearheading efforts to share the wonders of physics with our young students through your outreach efforts in our inaugural STEM nights. Developing mentorship opportunities is vital to the development of our school community. Learning is more fun and lively with this kinship. There is an important need for individuals who can bridge the gap between groups of different backgrounds and persuasions. We wish you all the best as you seek to advance our scientific understanding of the world and how we might apply it to enhance our interconnectedness. Our third and final award goes to an applicant who has a timely reminder for us all. During this global pandemic, we have had the opportunity to slow down, take a breath, and reflect on our place in history. Sydney Yu, the memories of Mr. Chu and the approach to life he inspired in you are a salient example of how we can best confront our fears during this pivotal time in history and transform our outlook toward a brighter future. Life is full of paradoxes that can leave us uncertain, but with some faith and an optimistic perspective, we open ourselves up to surprises and may find stepping stones in unexpected places. Sydney, may the lessons of Mr. Chu continue to give you guidance through the highs and lows, and always keep dancing. There will always be light to balance the moments of darkness, and there will always be hope to balance the periods of despair. Please accept our heartfelt congratulations to our award winners, Olivia, Daniel, and Sydney tonight. A big thank you to all of our Baldwin-Stalker applicants who have made us all very proud. Continue to dream big, and we hope you find fulfillment in all you do. With gratitude and goodwill from the Baldwin-Stalker PTA. Next up is Dr. Tung.
Miss Liu, I think you need your water bottle. You read a lot right now.
Thank you, Dr. Tung. Hydration is very important.
I'm presenting on behalf of the Camino PTSA Scholarship. I have a statement here from their president, Kimberly James. Kimberly states, on behalf of myself and this year's scholarship committee, we are so excited to honor and award graduating senior Jeffrey Leahy as our 2019-2020 winning honoree. Jeffrey, all of us at Camino Grove wish you continued success in all your future academic endeavors and those beyond. Camino Grove teacher Mr. Tim Ree also added, Jeffrey, I'm not sure if you remember the long Pablo Casals quote I shared with the class at the beginning of the year. It has a lot of messages in it, but the gist is that the time we have is precious and each student is a marvel with special potential. You have certainly made the most of your time and expressed your potential. While an education in Arcadia provides a strong foundation for students, it is through effort combined with the relationships in our community that forge our unique path. I will always value the relationships I have with you and your family. I actually share the same quote again at the end of the year to reinforce each student's capacity and then turn to the future. Jeffrey, you recently impressed me with your card tricks, but truly amazed me with all of your accomplishments as a young man. At our recent Staff Development Day, you inspired all of our Arcadia Unified staff by illustrating the impact we can have on each other with our daily actions. I look forward to hearing about the problems you're solving and the impact you're having on our world in the future. Jeffrey, on behalf of Arcadia High School and Camino Grove, you are a marvel. Congratulations. Up next, Mr. Finn.
The Highland Oaks PTSA Scholarship. Highland Oaks Principal Ms. Patty Matera and Christina Wu, Highland Oaks PTSA Financial Secretary, are proud to present this year's Highland Oaks PTSA Scholarship to a very deserving young lady who has demonstrated not only academic excellence with her impressive GPA and numerous AP classes, but also displayed leadership skills by being president of Senior Men and Women. It is our pleasure to present the Highland Oaks PTSA Scholarship Award to Leah Wang Tomic. We wish Leah much success in her future endeavors. Next up is Mr. Ryan Press.
Good evening. I'm here to present the Holly Avenue PTSA Scholarship Award. Holly Avenue's first recipient wrote how Holly Avenue's motto, aim high and dive deep, made a profound impact on him. To aim high and dive deep is to examine the world through all perspectives and consider all the ways one can make positive contributions. It is to set high expectations and truly understand the reason for why one does the work they do. This student has done just this. His resume is already too long to list all the amazing work he's done, and I'm sure he will continue to add to it as he pursues his career in medicine. We are pleased to present this award to Philbert Ong. Holly Avenue's next recipient has a particular aptitude for connecting to, comforting, and communicating with others. She was able to do this at a very young age, starting at Holly Avenue. Her compassion for those with special needs and her strong belief in service and helping others may explain her desire to be a psychologist. One of her fondest memories was being in Miss Salmon's class when they wrote the school song. She too has an extensive resume, including CSF honor roll and cross-country scholar athlete. Congratulations to Kira Graves. Holly Avenue's final recipient is the oldest of three, and her unwavering dedication and loyalty to her family has pushed her to be conscientious of the choices she has made in life to help her sisters succeed and hopefully reach a higher potential than she reached. She has set the bar extremely high for them, being named Rotary High School Student of the Month and winning the 2018 CIF State Regional Championship in tennis, just to name a few. I am sure she will make an excellent attorney one day. We are all honored to give this scholarship award to Michele Dong. And now please welcome back Dr. Bhakta.
Hugo Reid PTSA is elated to present 4 $250 scholarships to 4 of its very deserving alumni. We are so very proud of the work each of these amazing students and the accomplishments they have achieved, and we are honored that Hugo Reid was part of the foundation of their education. As you move on to college and beyond, we wish you all the best and know that you will go on to success and fulfillment. You will always be a part of our Hugo Reid community. We would like to present these scholarships to Georgiana Alcazar, Jenny Namkung, Braden Wong, and Kate Ruiz. Congratulations. Up next, we have Mr. Kerney.
All right, so now I'll be presenting Lonely Way Elementary School PTA Scholarship. The award is being presented to the Arcadia High School student for her academic excellence and her essay that included how Lonely Way positively impacted her life. In addition, she demonstrated outstanding leadership and service to her community. The PTA is awarding Ashley Wong $500 towards her college education. Go Lions. Rah! And now, we'll have Ms. Liu with the First Avenue Middle School PTSA Scholarship Award. Thank you, everyone.
On behalf of First Avenue Middle School Principal Samin Issa, the First Avenue mission describes a Spartan as someone who has a passion to learn, an ability and willingness to think creatively to solve the challenges of the 21st century, a strong sense of identity and voice, and a highly developed sense of personal and social responsibility and leadership fostered by real-world applications. These students, Daniel Wu, Laura Pei, Sandy Klein, and Sydney Yu, who have been awarded the First Avenue PTSA Scholarship, have demonstrated characteristics described in the First Avenue mission, and we are confident that all of them will be able to step into their next chapter and lead with these characteristics to help us all solve the challenges that befall us. Congratulations, graduates. Next up is Mr. Finn.
The recipients of the Richard Henry Dana Middle School PTSA Scholarship are Brandon Chen and Wing Q Zoe Lamb. Brandon's introduction to broadcasting occurred on the Dana Morning Broadcast. Mr. Kelly fostered Brandon's interest in technology and media and took him under his wings and mentored him in every aspect of the news-making process, from professional video editing, running teleprompters, putting together scripts, and presenting. This was the start of Brandon's passion for connecting with others through creative media, and joined Arcadia High's Powwow newspaper and AUSD's digital communications internship. Dana is proud to have been an influence in Brandon's high school journey and developing him into the person he is today. Congratulations, Brandon. Zoe's love and passion for the arts started when she was a student in Mr. Child's class at Dana. Prior to his class, Zoe had no interest in humanities and focused only on STEM-related fields. However, after being invited to participate in a small creative writing group which met before school, Zoe learned to appreciate the subject she had previously disregarded. Mr. Childs inspired Zoe to pursue theater at AHS and went on to a successful acting career when she was awarded Best Actress for 2 straight years and won awards at regional theater competitions. Dana is very proud to have been an influence in Zoe's personal growth and nurturing her creativity. Congratulations, Zoe. And now presenting Dr. Tung.
Thank you, Mr. Finn. I'm presenting on behalf of the Foothills Middle School PTSA Scholarship. The Foothill Middle School PTSA have identified the 4 recipients for the Foothill Middle School Alumni Scholarship. This year, the committee reviewed 12 highly qualified applications and enjoyed reading all the incredible accomplishments, activities, and wonderful memories from Foothills Middle School. Although difficult, 4 applicants were identified as this year's recipients. This year, we are pleased to present the following seniors, each with a $250 scholarship: Braden Wong, Jordan Wang, Jenny Namkoon, and Leah Wang Tomic. Congratulations and good luck in college and all future endeavors. Up next, we have Mr. Kerney.
All right. Greetings, Apache class of 2020, from Mrs. Caroline Prater, our Arcadia High School PTSA president. In the midst of this global pandemic, AHS PTSA wants to acknowledge your resilience, intellect, and grit. You have worked so hard to meet all of Arcadia High School's academic requirements and prepare for college. But without any warning, you were forced to immediately learn the larger life of lesson of nothing is promised and the uncertainty of tomorrow. We're so sorry for all you had to miss out, but please know that we are rooting for your futures. We're rooting for your time with friends, college experiences that you have dreamed of, and that you'll continue to adjust and prepare for your future as plans change. As our committee reads through your scholarship applications, we were so touched by your wisdom, vulnerability, growth, and integrity shown as you lived out your 4 years at Arcadia High School. Many of you mentioned the importance of friends and family, and looking out for each other while trying not to worry about grades as much. Although looking at your profile sheets and reading your letters to your 8th grade selves, we were amazed at how well you were all able to excel at academic opportunities in addition to a lifetime of memories. Extracurriculars, countless hours serving your community, growing with grace as you stumbled, dusted yourself off, and rebounded the best way you knew how. Thank you for sharing your various personal journeys with us. It is the young Apache men and women such as those I see here today who give all of us lasting hope for the future. Tonight, we're proud to recognize 6 outstanding seniors with a $450 scholarship from PTSA. Congratulations, and our very best wishes to Sandy Kine, Daniel Wu, Brandon Chin, Jordan Wang, Jeffrey Lee, Laura Pei, Kate Ruiz, and Wesley Tung. Congratulations. And up next, Ms. Dillman.
Hello. I'm pleased to announce on behalf of the Arcadia Council PTA Scholarship Chairs, Carla Thomas and Nicole Rizzo, and President Lisa Tereshi Wong. It is our honor to present this year's recipients of the Arcadia Council PTA Scholarship, and although we couldn't be there in person, we couldn't be prouder of each of you. Just like all of the other schools here tonight, we too received many worthy applications. Our applicants presented with great academic achievement as well as being involved in many outside activities. I don't know how these young men and women do it, but they continue to amaze us with their dedication, leadership, and community involvement. Our scholarship selection committee reviewed 21 applications and chose the following 4 recipients. Please join us in congratulating Jenny Namkung, Olivia Chen, Daniel Wu, Braden Wong. Each will receive a $500 check from Arcadia Council PTA. And next up we have Dr. Tung.
The Arcadia High School Chinese Parent Booster Club has established a scholarship program to recognize students who participate in extracurricular activities, have interest in Chinese culture, and display scholastic aptitude. Each recipient tonight will receive a $500 check from the Chinese Parent Booster Club. Tonight's our honor to announce the winners of the Chinese Parent Booster Club's outstanding senior scholarships. A big thank you again to our community sponsors and all the parent volunteers. It is you that made this scholarship opportunity possible. This year, among the many outstanding applicants, our scholarship committee has selected the following 9 students: Sydney Chan, Brandon Chen, Andy Ding, Jie Hui Duang, Deborah Cao, Laura Pei, Kaylee Tam, Wesley Tong, and Yandre Young. Congratulations. Up next, we have Miss Liu.
Dorothy Butts was a 7th and 8th grade math and English teacher at First Avenue School in Arcadia from 1929 until 1960. It was her fervent wish that students who were graduating would be encouraged to enter the field of teaching. Upon her passing, this scholarship was created to give to a student interested in going into that field. Dorothy believed that teaching was the ultimate gift that one could give to one's community and to the young people of our world. She would be extremely pleased to see the dedication of people entering the field. I congratulate Cassandra Ng upon receiving this year's Dorothy May Butts Educational Scholarship. Next up, we have Dr. Bhakta.
Breakthrough Training Center Speech and Debate Leadership Scholarship. Breakthrough Training Center was formed in 2014 after Dee Chow noticed how meaningful both of her children's experiences were with the Arcadia High School speech and debate team. In an effort to continue supporting the leadership skills gained from speech and debate and other school extracurriculars, Breakthrough Training Center is proud to support the future generation of students determined to grow, learn, and become leaders of tomorrow. We have selected our award recipients based on their experiences as a leader, team player, community advocate, and their ability to communicate the aforementioned. Congratulations to the following award recipients: Annabelle Zhu, Sarah Wang, Philbert Ong. We wish you continued success and determination as you go throughout your life and hope that you will always push yourself to do good. Next up, we have Mr. Kerney.
On behalf of Eliza Tedford, I'd like to present the Joanne Domenici Scholarship for Outstanding Student Award in Dance. And this award goes to Catherine Tam. This scholarship is funded by the Joanne Domenici Scholarship Fund that was created on behalf of Ms. Domenici, who was a counselor at Arcadia High and Foothills Middle School, and was an avid dancer and a big supporter of the dance program at the high school. Funding for this scholarship comes from the counseling and dance departments. Catherine started dancing here her freshman year in beginning dance, then moved up into intermediate her remaining 3 years. Despite the challenge of learning to dance at a high school age, she poured her heart and soul into her dancing, and not only greatly improved, but also really came out of her shell. And by her senior year, she became the dance captain of her class and did so much to support her peers. Catherine maintained high marks in all her classes, and we were so fortunate to have such a kind and passionate student in our program. Congratulations to Catherine Tam. So now I'd like to present Mr. John Finn.
The Arcadia High School Hispanic Parents Booster Club is joyous to bestow a senior student an opportunity to receive a $1,000 scholarship. With this award, the Hispanic Parents Booster Club intends to motivate students with Hispanic heritage to broaden their chances to continue their education after they earn their high school diploma. It is relevant to highlight that the applicants were asked to answer 2 questions, writing the first one in Spanish. We were delighted to read brilliant ideas in well-written paragraphs. Thank you to all the members of our Hispanic community, including sponsors and volunteers, that greatly supported the Hispanic Parents Booster Club in fulfilling the dream of presenting this scholarship. This year, after very careful consideration and discussion of each candidate by the Scholarship Selection Committee, we are proud to award the Hispanic Parents Booster Club Scholarship to Valeria Anguelo. Now, Ms. Liu will present the Sandy Silverstein Memorial Scholarship.
There are 2 recipients for the 2019-2020 AHS Sandy Silverstein Memorial Scholarship. The first recipient, Jenny Huang, enrolled in Arcadia Unified in September 2014. She was in 7th grade, speaking very little English. Jenny has always been hardworking, self-driven, and motivated to do her best. She stuck with the Arcadia Unified ELD program throughout the years and has received excellent grades in her mainstream classes. One of her teachers stated that Jenny was her best teacher assistant for the 16 years she has been teaching, and as a student, she was impressed that Jenny was willing to step out of her comfort zone and speak to her classmates in English. In the general education English class, Jenny earned top grades and was the go-to student for a correct answer during class discussion. We are so proud of Jenny, and she is truly deserving of this scholarship and a role model for her fellow ELD peers. The second recipient of the 2019-2020 AHS Sandy Silverstein Memorial Scholarship is Joy Wang. Joy came to Arcadia Unified in 10th grade. She spoke some English and was placed in our ELD2 intermediate class. Joy's work ethic and motivation were so apparent that her English teacher moved her to the Sedai English class the following year. Joy not only speaks Mandarin, she is also taking Japanese and becoming a fluent English speaker and writer. Her Japanese teacher stated that she is mature, responsible, honest, diligent, and polite. She is also a socially responsible individual who works well with her peers. Joy also has other hobbies that she pursues, like playing the piano and singing. She will pursue design in college, and we wish her the best of luck. She is truly deserving of this award. Next up is Miss Dillman.
Hello. The Arcadia Teachers Association is proud to award our annual Eicherle Scholarship to graduating seniors whose parents are active members of the association. The scholarship is named in honor of our former office manager, friend, and supporter of teachers and educators, Pat Eicherle. Pat served ATA for 28 years, and we are proud to honor these graduating seniors in her name with confidence that they will go forward and contribute to their communities as Pat did to ours. The scholarship is funded by all 388 members of our professional association. Congratulations to the recipients of the ATA Eicherle Scholarship: Sydney Chang, Kira Graves, and Caitlin Fung. Congratulations. Next up, we have Dr. Tung.
The Helen Rowe Scholarship was named after Helen Rowe, a dedicated secretary for the counseling department for many years. In her memory, this scholarship is awarded to students who go above and beyond in their commitment to the school and their community. The 4 recipients will each receive a $1,000 check. And the winners are Alan Lay, Jenny Namkoon, William Quinton, and Sarah Wang. Congratulations. Up next for the Ben Smith Jr. Award is Mr. Finn.
The recipient of the Ben Smith Jr. Award is a 4-year varsity water polo athlete and a 3-year varsity swimmer. He is an excellent leader and works to achieve excellence for himself and for his team. In water polo, he was extremely knowledgeable and was able to respond to his opponent's actions and adjust his play. He was a team leader offensively and defensively and is a second coach in the pool. In water polo, he earned all league honors and team MVP honors as a junior and senior and was a team captain. This year, his senior year, he was accorded third-team All-CIF Southern Section honors. He finished his career at Arcadia High with recognition in 5 of 9 all-time top water polo stat categories and at number 10 out of 173 varsity boys in career scoring. In swimming, he excelled in sprint freestyle, earning all-league recognition as a sophomore and qualifying for CIF as a junior. In addition, he has maintained a strong GPA and has served as a member of senior men and women. For his dedication, desire, and great competitive spirit, the Ben Smith Award goes to Christian Lowe. Next up, Ms. Dillman to present the William and Anthony Lynn Brothers Foundation Scholarship.
On behalf of David Lynn, the chairman of the William and Anthony Lynn Brothers Foundation, first of all, I would like to thank Arcadia High School for providing this opportunity to help and to encourage the students involved in this event. The goal of the foundation is to encourage and to inspire the students in their high school study, their college career, and further. The foundation provides a scholarship program which awards 2 senior students to assist with their college education. This scholarship is specifically for Arcadia High School students and honors William and Anthony Lynn Brothers' dedication and passion. Funding of the scholarship is provided by the people in our communities and from the savings of William and Anthony Lynn Brothers. This scholarship carries the love and the hope from William and Anthony Lynn Brothers and from our community, and this marks our 4th annual Foundation Scholarship. The 2020 William and Anthony Lynn Brothers Foundation Scholarship Award goes to 2 students who represent the value of the scholarship program and meet the requirements of the scholarship program at most. Two winners of the 2020 scholarship are Jenny Namkung and Emery Tong. Congratulations to Jenny and Emmy. We wish you success on the journey of your college study. Next up, we have Mr. Press with the Richard Cordano Student Athlete Award.
Hello again. I will be presenting the Dr. Richard Cardano Student Athlete Award. This is in the words of Coach Robbie Greep. The individual receiving this award has truly accomplished a great deal these past 4 years. I've had the pleasure of coaching this young man on the boys varsity golf team this past season. Although our season was cut short, I was able to observe this young man perform as an athlete, as a student leader in ASB, and as a quality citizen. Last season, Warren was a regular starter, contributing to a Pacific League championship and qualifying for CIF individuals. Going into the senior season, Warren had to compete to earn his spot back into the top 6. Despite not starting when league play began, Warren didn't give up. He continued to work incredibly hard, often being the last one to leave practice. Despite this adversity, he continued to be an incredible teammate and team leader and never once complained. Warren was on the cusp of gaining his starting spot back when the unfortunate events shut down our season. I have no doubt in my mind he would have gone to win another league championship and qualify for CIF as a starter. Warren is an exceptional young man with a positive attitude, strong moral character, and strong desire for success. He maintains a challenging academic class schedule, participated as the ASB Athletics Commissioner, coached the youth basketball team, and has been able to maintain and balance both his required academic responsibilities and his duties to the golf program, along with maintaining a 4.0 GPA. Warren is an innovative self-starter who rarely needs one-on-one supervision. He is punctual and typically exceeds my expectations. He displays good judgment when handling adversity and has the unique ability to improve the overall attitude of those around him. Warren is the consummate student athlete that every teacher and coach would want to be a part of. It is with great pleasure that I present the Dr. Richard W. Cardano Student Athlete Award to Warren Ato. Now please welcome back Ms. Liu.
I'm happy to give the Chris Walker Memorial Award. Throughout the course of Samuel Ramos's educational journey, he has had to overcome many obstacles and exhibit perseverance that is both unexpected of teenagers and beyond the norm. There were many challenges, but Samuel met each with grit, desire, and motivation to overcome them all. By Sam's 11th grade year, all of the progress he had made was beginning to bear fruit. He learned to navigate the campus independently, identify his support systems, and most importantly, understand when he was feeling like he needed help, and he used strategies to find that help. All of this was nothing short of a typical day for Sam, and above it all, he earned high marks for his academic work. Fast forward to this school year, second semester. Sam had surgery in the early part of his second semester of his senior year. His quick recovery and return to school was made possible by the hard work he put in through physical therapy and keeping up with his academics at home. Samuel persevered throughout the entire process and will graduate earning straight A's his senior year for both semesters. Samuel is deserving of the Walker Scholarship because of his character, but most of all because he followed through on his vision of success. Samuel Ramos will undoubtedly continue to find success, and it is our pleasure to award him with the 2019-2020 Chris Walker Memorial Scholarship to help him begin his journey into his future endeavors. Congratulations, Samuel! Walt Disney once said, "The flower that blooms in adversity is the rarest and most beautiful of all." The trials and tribulations we endure over the course of our lifetime shape our character and determine whether or not we embrace challenges head on or run from them. As an adult, it is easy to forget how difficult high school can be, and for some of us, our high school years are not the best years of our lives. They are filled with exams, projects, assignments, sports practices, heartache, and uncertainty. For some, academics are a struggle, and it seems no matter how hard they study, it is never enough. However, there are those flowers that bloom in the face of overwhelming odds and succeed despite the hand they have been dealt. There are those that rise to the challenge and fight and do not quit until the very last moment with every ounce of their being. These individuals shoot for the stars. They inspire others to be their best, and although sometimes they falter, they do not let adversity stand in the way of their goal. When all is said and done, it is these individuals that have worked so hard and sacrificed so much that can look back proudly upon their accomplishments and laugh at adversity. Bertha, it is my hope that you continue to bloom and never shy away from the challenges in front of you. I wish you all the best, and it is my honor to award Bertha Guzman the 2019-2020 Chris Walker Memorial Scholarship. Continue to shoot for the stars and never give up. And next up we have Miss Dillman.
The Leahy Memorial Scholarship is given in honor of Gerald Leahy, who valued a strong work ethic, sports, and his family. This scholarship is given to a senior that lettered in a varsity sport and has demonstrated a commitment to both the school and the community. This year's recipient may have had his tennis season cut short, but his passion and devotion to the school can be heard in any episode of the AHS Student Podcast in which he serves as the host. I know he will keep that Cardinal and Gold spirit live next year at USC. Congratulations to Jeffrey Lee on being the 2020 Leahy Memorial Scholarship recipient. From one Trojan to another, fight on. Next up, we have Miss Lou.
Being an athletic team manager is no easy task. It involves endless, tireless hours of service for the team. This is especially difficult when the person serving as the manager should be starting on the field and playing. For Nadine, this was unfortunately not the case. After 2 torn ACLs, her body would not allow her to play anymore, but she was determined to serve her team in any way she could. Nadine attended every practice, every game, and every event. She never asked why, but asked, "What else can I do to help?" She put her team before her own needs, and even though she could not compete, she helped her team compete by serving their needs as a manager. It is a great honor to receive the Jack Wanchinda Athletic Service Award, and I can think of no other better recipient than Miss Nadine Nimboga Dongmeza. Next up, we have Dr. Bhakta.
I get to announce the Sportswoman of the Year. The recipient of the Arcadia High School Sportswoman of the Year is an athlete that puts the good of the school and her team above all else. This young lady was a 4-year varsity athlete. When she steps onto the soccer field, she holds nothing back. Soccer is her release, and when she plays with passion and ferocity, everything she does is for the good of the team. As a senior, Bertha was a first-team Pacific League and the offensive MVP of the AHS girls varsity team. In her time at Arcadia, Bertha has overcome struggles that would cause most people to give up and quit. Not this young lady. She has the heart of a true Apache, and it is our pleasure to introduce the 2020 Arcadia High School Sportswoman of the Year, Bertha Guzman. Congratulations. Next, we have Mr. Kerney.
I'm here to present the Sportsman of the Year award. One of the toughest athletes his coach has ever had to honor to a coach. This student has played through multiple injuries that would have sidelined the majority of athletes. He played through the end of his junior season with a broken finger and his hand covered with a cast. He finished up his senior year with a high ankle sprain. His toughness is his coach's favorite quality he possesses, not the only reason he's receiving this award. This athlete was a standout for us in all 3 phases of the game: the past 2 seasons, offense and defense, and special teams. Defensively, he played linebacker for us and led the team in tackles as a senior after finishing second his junior year. Offensively, as a senior, he was jack of all trades, playing wide receiver, tight end, running back, and led the team in touchdowns. He ended up playing on almost every special teams unit and was our most productive player. This athlete finished off a stellar senior season, being named MVP of the team. He was also selected first team All-Pacific League after finishing second team last season. His athleticism is not the only reason he's receiving this award. This athlete is the Arcadia High School 2020 Sportsman of the Year because of the type of person he is. He shows up every day and works hard. He does anything his coach is asking him, and he does it to the best of his ability. He treats everyone on our campus with respect. He's an outstanding teammate, brother, and most importantly, son. His family has done an outstanding job in raising him. The University of Utah is getting a heck of a football player and a better person. In Coach Pollock's words, end quote, "It has been an honor to coach him these past couple of seasons, and I look forward to watching him play on Saturday," end quote. The 2020 Sportsman of the Year, Mr. Chris Wilson. All right, I'm still here. So I'm here with the Science Health Award. This student athlete epitomizes what this award stands for: an astounding athlete with leadership qualities and community involvement. She makes the world a better place by doing good in the community while still being dedicated in her sport. She's a 4-year varsity starter, senior captain, and a leader in the dugout and on the field. Coaches always knew they could count on her daily to step up and lead her peers in addition to her academics. Her achievements and her dedication to her sport, she has volunteered for the last 2 years at Methodist Hospital helping others. She also works as a babysitter and also works at Chuck E. Cheese because she loves helping kids. She's always looking to put others before herself, a selfless personality trait. She loves hanging out with family and friends, camping, baking, doing hair and makeup, and going to the beach. She's just a well-rounded individual. It is with great honor to award the 2020 Science Health Award in memory of William Science Health Jr. to Juliana Santana, to her friends known as Juju. Congratulations. And here up is Mr. John Finn.
The Athletic Booster Club is pleased to announce our 2019-2020 school year recipients of our scholarships. The 3 individuals demonstrated true excellence in what it takes to be a student athlete. Marcus is an outstanding tennis player. He has been a member of the AHS varsity boys team for all 4 years of his high school career. In his junior year, Marcus earned first team Pacific League honors in doubles tennis. This year, 2020, he and his partner were the #1 doubles team in the Pacific League, going undefeated this season. Marcus works very hard at his game, which is why he has excelled. Marcus is also an excellent student, carrying a grade point average of over 3.8 while taking multiple advanced placement and honors courses during his high school career. Marcus Chang is an outstanding student and athlete. In addition to Sandy's athletic career, she has earned a 3.97 GPA here at Arcadia High. She participated in the Arcadia Unified School District Digital Communications Internship Program, was on the speech and debate team, and was the ASB Publicity Commissioner for the Arcadia Associated Student Body. She has participated in many outside organizations, such as the Network of Myanmar American Association of Cultural Dance Academy, the Stanford Sejong Korean Scholars Program, the State Department-funded National Security Language Initiative for Youth, the Rotary Youth Leadership Award winner, and worked as an intern with the Office of Congresswoman Judy Chu. Additionally, Sandy was a 2020 National Merit finalist. We are pleased and honored to present our scholarship to a most deserving young athlete in Sandy Kine. Alan exemplifies a well-rounded student athlete. He has competed in numerous events for the AHS track team and was appointed varsity captain. Alan was the team's top triple jumper, improving over 2 feet from last year's best in this year's shortened season. He was the trusted teammate that others turned to for help and motivation. Alan attributes his sports journey for honing his mental acuity and social skills. In addition to his athletic endeavors here at Arcadia High, he has finished his schooling with a 3.82 GPA. He volunteered with the Student Volunteer of the Quarter Methodist Hospital program, and he participated in the cross-age PE class, teaching a class of first graders PE at a local elementary school. In addition, Alan was a member of our outstanding orchestra playing cello. We are pleased and honored to present our scholarship to most deserving young athletes in Alan Lee, Sandy, and Marcus. The Arcadia Fire Department Jerry Lee Broadwell Memorial Scholarship. Jerry Lee Broadwell is Arcadia's first firefighter to have lost his life in the line of duty. Captain Broadwell died on August 22, 1975, due to complications resulting from extensive burns that he suffered as the roof of a burning building collapsed underneath him during a structure fire at 333 North Santa Anita Avenue. Because of Captain Broadwell's devotion to children and his belief in education, his fellow firefighters and grateful friends in the community dedicated the children's reading room of the Arcadia Public Library as a living memorial to him. Jerry Lee Broadwell was not only dedicated to serving the city, but he also dedicated to the education of its citizens. Because of Captain Broadwell's devotion to children and his strong beliefs in education, the Arcadia Firefighters Association has established an annual scholarship in his name. The Jerry Lee Broadwell Memorial Scholarship will be awarded annually to an Arcadia High School senior in the amount of $1,000. It is our desire that through this scholarship, the legacy that Jerry Broadwell has left us will be continued into the future. The award is given to a student that excels in academics, athletics, and leadership. The 2020 recipient of the Arcadia Fire Department Jerry Lee Broadwell Scholarship is Braden Wong. And now introducing Mr. Kerney to present the Arcadia Police Department Award.
The Arcadia Police Department Award is a memorial to Mr. Albert Matias. The Officer Albert E. Matias Award is presented by the Arcadia Police Officer Association to Arcadia High School senior who best reflects outstanding leadership, dedication to the community, and academic achievement. The Arcadia Police Officer Association would like to congratulate Ms. Jasmine Tung, the recipient of the 2020 Officer Albert E. Matias Memorial Scholarship Award. Congratulations. Next up, the Mark Shively Award. This recipient of this year's Mark Shively Award is a 2-year varsity player who has demonstrated leadership qualities not just on the court, but around the community and on campus. Not only was he team captain on the varsity boys basketball team, he was also part of many groups like Care for Kids, California Scholarship Foundation, and Abbott. I'd like to congratulate Mr. Quentin Johnson as the Mark Shively Award recipient 2020. Next up, Dr. Bhavini Bhakta.
The recipient of the Roger Sewell Award was the 2019 Pacific League Pitcher of the Year. He was also selected as a 2019 All-CIF and SGV All-Area player. This athlete is a 2-year varsity starter. He moved up from the JV team, where he played in 2018 to become one of the top pitchers in the state during the 2019 season. His 13 wins were among the top in the state. That, along with a .75 ERA and 86 strikeouts, made him a must-watch pitcher in our area. He beat some of the top teams and left numerous hitters scratching their heads. In 2020, he made tremendous strides as a hitter and was one of our top offensive players by the time the season was suspended. His hard work and never-give-up attitude earned him a full baseball scholarship to St. Mary's College. The recipient of this year's Roger Sewell Award is Preston Howie. Congratulations, Preston. Next up, Mr. Press.
The Senior Men and Women's Service Organization is made up of 25 men and 25 women chosen at the end of their junior year. Our group has a long and proud history of providing service to the Arcadia school communities and the Arcadia community at large. Members have a huge responsibility because they are often the face of Arcadia High School, the Arcadia Unified School District, and the city of Arcadia. Although it may be considered a, quote, prestigious at Arcadia High School to be chosen for senior men and women, most of the work we do is most definitely not prestigious. So it is clear that their efforts come from a sincere love of service and a desire to help others. SMW 1920 and their advisors donated a combination of 4,800 service hours this year, working more than 55 events. This was in spite of at least 10 events being canceled since March 11th. Each of the following individual award recipients represents the best of the best and showed both an incredible heart for service and an extraordinary work ethic. They are humble and inspirational leaders, and their 5 advisors consider it an honor to have served alongside them this past year. After so much work all year and so much dedication on the part of SMW 1920, it was not easy for the advisors to choose just a few individuals for the awards. So we asked for help from students. We asked them who they thought best represented the spirit of our organization and who among their peers most dedicated themselves to senior men and women and its tradition of service. This year, because of our own fundraising efforts and the generosity of the Arcadia High School counselors, we funded 10 awards. Chosen by both peer and advisors, the Senior Men and Women Recognition Awards for 2020 go to Maya Appel, Yvonne B., Albert Chang, Chelsea Ju, George Kasabian, Alan Lee, Jocelyn Nguyen, and Jonathan Tsai, and Lee Wang Tomic, and Matthew Workman. The advisors and SMW 1920 want to give special recognition to Alan, who accrued more hours of service than any other member of SMW 1920, donating 152 hours of his time at 43 events. And now I would like to bring up Mr. Finn.
The U.S. Army Reserve National Scholarship Athlete Award for a female student. Our next honoree is a very dedicated, hardworking student and talented tennis player. She is a wonderful team player who sets a great example for her teammates. She has lettered on the varsity tennis team since she was a freshman. The team has won the Pacific League Championship all 4 of those years. During her junior year, the team won the state title and placed second in the open division of CIF. In her sophomore year, the team was runner-up for the state championship. Her senior year, she was a team captain in all league. In her junior year, she received the Most Improved Player award. Our honoree has also been busy with activities other than her high school tennis team. She is currently ASB Senior Class President and last year was ASB Public Relations Chairman. She has been a valuable member of the Habitat for Humanity Club for the past 4 years and held the secretary position and was the ICC representative. She was on Speech and Debate, Prom Committee, Publicity Committee, Student Council Apache Commission, and has volunteered at the Pasadena Humane Society. She has a 3.89 grade point average and will be attending UC Irvine next year. It is my pleasure and honor to award the U.S. Army Reserve National Female Scholar Athlete Award to Michele Dong. Next to present is Mr. Kerney.
The U.S. Army Reserve National Scholarship Athlete Award. This recipient is a 2-year varsity athlete on cross country and track. He was one of our team captains this fall and was the student leader our team needed. He is selfless, displays amazing toughness in times of duress, and has become a role model for our younger athletes. His infectious personality and his ability to connect on a deeper level helped our boys win when they were struggling, and he served as the glue that kept our team together. The tough times and the hard times. As a coach, he is the best student leader I've been around, and he has set the bar for what team captains should be. This fall, he will be attending the United States Air Force Academy. The recipient of the U.S. Army Reserve National Scholar Athlete Award for a male athlete is Aaron Lee. Congratulations, Aaron. Next up, we have Miss Michele Liu.
I'm happy to present the Arcadia Performing Arts Foundation Arts Prize. And this is an ode to Olivia Chen and Zoe Lamb. Winners of 2020 Arcadia Performing Arts Foundation $1,000 scholarships. We come to praise Zoe and Olivia, winners of our yearly scholarship. With credits more than mere trivia, they're leading ladies with a superb script. Shining stars in our great city. They're multi-talented and mentally awake. Each is kind, helpful, and very witty. The consummate student, not a fake. Olivia is a talented speaker and debater, also a key member of the Gov team. Art Center College of Design will be her incubator, for product designer is her ultimate dream. Zoe was the lead in Arcadia Stage's fall show. Killing monsters was a challenging part. She's also a crew member for Trader Joe's, but would love a career in entertainment art. So, all hail the great Olivia and Zoe. May your lives be happy and blessed. We now proudly proclaim, somewhat showy, as APAF winners, you're simply the best. Gary Kovacic, President and CEO, Jim Romo, Chair. And now I present Mr. Keith Kerney.
I'll be presenting the Buxton Award. Oftentimes before games, coaches and players will size up their opponent to see what they're matched up against. Size could be an intimidating factor, especially in soccer. That being said, size is not everything. The Buxton Award is given to a male or female athlete that, although small in stature, is large in heart. This year, recipient is no exception. Kayla Noda is by far the smallest you will find on any high school soccer field. That being said, she has the heart and determination of a champion. As a senior, she helped win the Pacific League and earned first-team All-League honors. This is remarkable when you consider she is not 5 foot tall. And as a center back on our defensive line, was often asked to take on the tallest girls that were 1 to 1.5 feet taller than her. Kayla proves that you can do anything through your heart and your determination, and that's why she is the winner of the 2020 Buxton Athletic Award. Congratulations, Kayla. Up next, we have Mr. Ryan Press.
I'll be presenting the Sidney A. Larkin Award. The recipient of the Larkin Award is Tabin Kevin Yu. Kevin is a 4-year varsity starter and 2-time team co-captain for the Apache Badminton program. Kevin maintains a 3.57 GPA despite the time demands of being a captain. Kevin's dedication to the sport of badminton has been unmatched, freely giving what little spare time he has to help train others in the sport he loves. Kevin won the Almont League title in the boys doubles and mixed doubles in 2019 and likely would have repeated that feat in 2020. Kevin and his partner placed in second in the 2019 CIF Southern Section Individual Championships and third in the 2019 Southern California Regional Championships. Kevin also finished third in boys singles in the 2018 CIF Southern Section Individual Championships. Kevin has been an instrumental part of Apache Badminton's 2 consecutive CIF Southern Section Open Division second place finishes. Kevin will likely be attending UC Santa Barbara in the fall. Congratulations. And following me will be Miss Dillman.
Hello, I am here to present the Jerry Collins Memorial Athletic Scholarship. This award was created in memory of Jerome Jerry Collins, a graduate of Arcadia High School and former director of community services, including Parks and Recreation for over 35 years for the city of Arcadia. Jerry was a 3-sport athlete in football, basketball, and track and field during his years at Arcadia High School. He was active as the senior class president and in choir. Jerry knew the importance of education, community service, and leadership, and their impact on the youth of Arcadia. We congratulate you on being wonderful examples of what Jerry held dear. The recipients of the Jerry Collins Memorial Athletic Scholarship are Kira Graves and Warren Etoho. On behalf of the Collins family, we wish you the best as you continue your education. And next up, we have Dr. Tung.
On behalf of Connie Lau, Vice President of the Arcadia Chinese Association, it is such an honor to represent the Arcadia Chinese Association to award the scholarship to the outstanding students of Arcadia High School. Arcadia Chinese Association was established in 1980. The mission of the ACA is to build cultural bridges, integrate multiple cultures, serve communities, help vulnerable groups, and promote unity and harmony in the community. With such a theme as the primary criteria of review, plus the considerations of extracurriculars and leadership, we've selected 4 winners among all the excellent applicants. Our first winner is Sandy Kine. Sandy participated in and led in many social and cultural groups or organizations. Sandy wrote a deeply personal story which illustrates the struggle to make peace with one's heritage in a modern society that often rejects tradition. Through curiosity, education, and courage, she vows to carry the heartbeat of her motherland on her journey. Our second recipient is Zoe Lamb. Zoe is an officer of the Fruit for Homeless, a volunteer in a church and Boys and Girls Club. Zoe wrote a powerful story of how she moved from a self-denial due to accepting her heritage herself through joining the AHS Theater. The evolving process of her understanding of what a melting pot is illustrates what America's culture truly stands for. She explored how human weakness stems from the fear of the unknown and unfamiliar, and provided suggestions of how to overcome this fear and promote acceptance. The next recipient is Laura Pei. Laura is co-president of the Astronomy Club, coach of the Destination Imagination team, manager of Cross Country. Laura has expressed a deep sense of appreciation for her parents' triumph over hardship, which has motivated her to help others in rural China gain access to opportunities through education. She has brought her vision to fruition with lasting impacts on students around the world. And our final recipient is Michele Dong. Michele has consistently worked for Habitat for Humanity. Michele, in her essay, described her growing journey. She has lived in Kentucky, Florida, and Indiana before moving to Arcadia, which gave her a deep appreciation for Arcadia's unique environment in which her quote-unquote Chinese identity has had a safe place to breathe, explore, and grow. She uses her learnings to encourage education, acceptance, and inclusivity, foster cultural pride, and mutual respect. Next, we have Mr. Fitton.
On behalf of Mr. Michener, I'm here to award the annual Allison A. Michener Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship, which was named after Allison Michener, salutatorian of the AHS class of 2002, is bestowed on a graduating senior woman who best exemplifies Allison's passion for mathematics and the sciences, as well as her commitment to public service and helping the least fortunate among us. A little more than 14 years ago, on the cusp of graduating with honors from Brown University, Allison lost her life while exploring southeast Peru. Since that time, we have awarded this scholarship as a fitting way to perpetuate her memory, as well as the ideals she held so dear. After careful review of an exceptionally talented and accomplished field of applicants, we are delighted to award this year's Allison A. Michener Scholarship to Laura Pei. Laura, by any objective standard, is an accomplished young scholar, and we understand that she is setting her sights on UC Berkeley, one of the most distinguished universities in the country. In addition to her classroom achievements, she has exhibited generosity of spirit and a real passion for giving. She has led an active extracurricular life, including co-founding Education for All, a nonprofit that seeks to improve educational opportunities for poor rural children in the province of Inner Mongolia. In addition, she has been an active member of the Astronomy Club, the Applied Engineering Team, the Destination Imagination Team, and the First Technical Challenge Team. Laura, we are confident of your bright future, and we hope that this scholarship will encourage you to continue your love of science and community service, along with the promise it holds for bettering the human condition. In closing, I would like to extend our gratitude for the generous help and loyal support of the AHS College and Career Counseling Department. Next up, Ms. Bhakta.
I will be reading this award on behalf of Coach Robbie Greep. As a member of the Arcadia High Golf program, an individual must display a positive attitude, be of strong moral character, have exceptional academic performance, and demonstrate a strong desire for success. Tiffany Lowe fulfills and exceeds each of these requirements. During this past season, Tiffany has taken on the challenges of a very difficult academic class schedule and taking on the duties as the captain of the varsity girls golf team. Tiffany fulfilled her duties leading the golf team to an undefeated season, a Pacific League championship, CIF team regionals, and qualified for CIF individual divisional. Tiffany is an exceptional young woman. She's one of the most considerate, selfless, and polite young ladies I've had the pleasure of coaching. She was often seen lending support to and advice to younger teammates who were struggling both academically with their golf game. Her energetic personality frequently boosted the overall attitude of the golf team and lent encouragement to those who were underachieving. She's been a tremendous asset to our program and has had a positive influence on her teammates and those around her. Despite all her duties and thoughtfulness towards others, she found the time to maintain a 3.83 GPA, was awarded Rotary Athlete of the Month, and has spent time volunteering for the Arcadia Junior Golf Program. I'm incredibly proud of Tiffany and feel blessed to have had the opportunity to have her as part of the Arcadia High Girls Golf Program. Congratulations, Tiffany. Next up, Dr. Tung.
I'm here to present the Coach's Academic Athlete Award. The recipient of this year's Coach's Academic Athlete Award is Winston Tang. Winston is a 4-year varsity starter for the Apache Badminton program. He has a 4.0 unweighted GPA despite taking numerous AP and honors courses during his 4 years at Arcadia High School. As a sophomore, Winston won the 2018 Almont League Boys Singles title, finished 5th in the CIF Southern Section Individual Championships, and 6th in the Southern California Regional Championships. As a junior, Winston and his partner won the Almont League Boys Doubles title, finished 2nd in the CIF Southern Section Individual Championships, and 3rd in the Southern California Regional Championships. Winston has been an invaluable member of the Apache Badminton's 2 consecutive CIF Southern Section Open Division second place finishes. Winston will likely be attending UC Berkeley in the fall. Go Bears. Up next, our Female Athlete of the Year Award, presented by Ms. Dillman.
Hello. I am sharing this award on behalf of Coach Schultz. When trying to choose recipients for awards, often people ask for a few words that would describe a candidate such as this young woman. Those words would be tenacious, driven, bright, and well-rounded. I have seen these traits time and again over these last 4 years, and those are the traits that have helped her achieve all that she has so far. When I first met this recipient at tryouts for track her freshman year, I saw immediately someone who was fearless and competitive. I selected her and one of her classmates to train in a special group for the 800 meters, often seen as one of the toughest of all the track events. The distance coach asked why I had taken the 2 of them, and I said that I thought they both had what it takes to be successful at the event: speed, courage, and determination. He asked what I thought they could run, and I said that they could easily run under 225. He looked at me in disbelief and said, "I don't think so." I told him that if they didn't run under 230 by our 3rd track meet, I would let them go back to the distance group. They both broke 230 before our first track meet. This young woman, as a freshman, went on to win the Pacific League Varsity 800 meters that season with a time of 2:21. She also was on our league championship 4x400 relay team. Other coaches that saw her run would always comment that this young lady really looked like a fighter. I told them that she was, and a whole lot more. This student has shown herself to be just as competitive in the classroom, earning a 3.89 cumulative GPA as of this time. She has challenged herself to take challenging courses and has met that challenge head on. With all that she has done in athletics and academics, she's still found time to help others in her community. Before her senior year, she was selected to Senior Men and Women, a service group that participates in projects at Arcadia High School and throughout the community. She has done so much at such a young age, and she has much more ahead of her. I am very happy to announce that this year's Female Athlete of the Year is Kira Graves. Congratulations. Up next with Male Athlete of the Year is Mr. Kerney.
All right, here we go. This is it. Last one. This year, Male Athlete of the Year was the 2019 Pacific League Player of the Year. He was also selected as a 2019 All-CIF and All-San Gabriel Valley All-Area Player. In 2018, he was selected to All-Pacific League team. He was a 4-year varsity player and a 3-year starter. Over his time at Arcadia, this athlete became one of the top professional and collegiate prospects in the San Gabriel Valley. This summer, he represented California along with some of the top California prospects in a national tournament featured on ESPN. This student was a major player on the 2018 and 2019 Arcadia High School team that are arguably two of the best baseball teams Arcadia has ever had. He's worked hard and dedicated to being a great player has paid off for him. He earned a full baseball scholarship to the University of San Diego and will go down as one of the best players in Arcadia and the San Gabriel Valley has produced. Please join me in congratulating Mr. Dustin Allen. Now up, we have Mr. John Finn with the closing remarks. Thank you.
In closing, we would like to thank the individuals that made this program possible. To all of the community organizations, families, teachers, and coaches that support our students, not just through this awards program, but also on a daily basis, thank you for your support. Thank you to the administrators for taking part in this ceremony, and especially to Dr. Tung for all of the work he has done over the years supporting students. We will miss you, and we wish you the best as you start your new position. Mr. Frank Sunez and Mr. Benjamin Panza, thank you for your work in filming and broadcasting this event. Thank you for all of your work during this challenging time. Ms. Wona, thank you for all of your work on this important event. Now, students, either in person, texting, or email, depending on your location, thank the most important individuals, your parents, family, and friends. They are the ones that guided you to this time in your life. Thank you for joining us and have a good rest of the evening. Good night.